Good morning, everybody. I'm heading to the bag on Saturday morning. Going to get this OT. But I just wanted to speak on my trip. I just wanted to speak on the actual structure of relationships, y'all, and what we do now and how we get into them, and how it's unhealthy from the off the rip. I spoke on briefly on my last video about the fact that we get into relationships, you know what I'm saying, the definition changes and all of that stuff, the fact that we use dating as an excuse to do shit rather than actually taking that time to really get to know one person, you know what I'm saying. That shit that we do now when we call dating is really just being single, but while you actually holding somebody up thinking that they're the exclusive person that you want to be with. And if you should get caught up in some shit or you get a phone call at the wrong time, the excuse that you say is, well, we not together. So it's just really an insurance policy. So, that ties into this whole equation. Now, with that being said, you do realize that the reason why relationships lasted longer 10, 20, 30 years ago was because there was a certain structure that was universal, you know what I'm saying, to a relationship. Basically, being with someone is, getting to know someone, dating somebody was an audition for the relationship. And the relationship was the audition for the marriage. The relationship was the audition for the engagement, and the engagement was the audition for the marriage. So each time you took a step in that direction, you got stronger. You were supposed to get stronger. You know what I'm saying? And you were supposed to make those decisions for all the right reasons. We're so prone now to making those decisions for all the wrong reasons, for bad things that might happen, or for we get into relationship based on bad things that might happen now. We don't get into relationships because that person is good for us. We get into relationships because, okay, somebody fucked around, so we just gonna make our relationship stronger. Someone fucked around, we gonna say, oh, I'm not in a relationship with you. Now I gotta get you in a relationship so you'll stop doing that. Oh, we not engaged. Now I gotta get engaged because I want you to stop doing this. Oh, we're not married yet. I can do this. Now I got to get married because I got to try to stop you from doing that. And it's just not healthy. It's just not healthy for relationships to progress because you don't want something bad to happen again. So, even the way that we look at relationships, we judge people on what percentage they gonna do and how we gonna do it, and or whatnot. And these are things really you should talk about before you even get into the relationship. You should before you even become boyfriend and girlfriend. You should already know what you expect out of a person. A person should already know what you expect out of them before y'all even step foot into the relationship. That's where dating went wrong, because that's the part that's missing now. It's missing because we go into these relationships, we have no fucking clue what you expect. So what we do is we get into these relationships and we're already in it, and we skip the whole dating part. We go from I like you to living together. And when we go from I like you to living together, what actually happens is we end up trying to build our relationship on the fly. Right? So we try to build our relationship on the fly. We try to tell this person what we expect now that we already in the relationship. So they didn't make a conscious choice to be in this type of relationship. They're just learning about it now. Now you're stuck into a a lease or whatever the case, and then you stuck in a lease with someone, being with someone that you don't want to be with because you have two different ideas of what a relationship is supposed to be. Now you're miserable. Now somebody cheats. One of y'all cheats. It's basic common sense. It's just the way in which because here's the thing, people want to say, oh, men are the reason that relationships don't go good, and women are the reason that relationships don't go good. But society and the way that we do shit now, the things that are acceptable now, is the reason why relationships don't work now. Not society having an effect, because that's based on how powerful you are with your mind, but not letting the outside world come into your relationship and dictate who you're going to be with and how long you're going to be with them. But what I mean by that is this sense that it's okay to be with so many people. It's okay to, it's great for you to deal with so many people. You know what I'm saying? And what people like to say, like what women like to say is, well, men been doing it for years. Well, that don't mean it's the right thing. That don't mean, because we have this reputation and this stigmatism. So now it's just basically all of us running rampant. You know what I'm saying? And no one's grounded now. No one knows, no one can influence each other, you know what I'm saying? You can't influence a person when you're doing the same thing. You can't tell a person and a person understand that I don't want you to do these things while you're doing it yourself. Who's going to understand that? Who's going to understand I don't want you to cheat on me while you're cheating on me? Nobody's going to understand that. And that's the part that gets missing, that gets so lost in the shuffle, is that we keep doing things to each other, and we keep hurting each other because of these societal stances on basically that have made basically made the relationship obsolete. It's made the thought of relationship and the actual principles that's supposed to come with being in a relationship completely obsolete. So what do? You fix that shit in your own life and by your own principles. Stop taking baggage from your last relationship and stop putting all of these things on. You think negatively about that person that you going into a relationship with, you're going to get negative out of it. If you think negative about what a person is going to do to you and still get into a relationship with him, and you put that energy out there to him because your last boyfriend or your last girlfriend did the shit to you, then you're gonna get that result. Some people don't understand what it means to speak positivity into a person. Some people don't understand what that means to speak positivity into your partner. What it means is, when you speak positivity into your partner, it means that you're appreciating the things that they do. When you tell a person, hey, you can do this, that makes that person want to do this, for not only for himself or not only for herself, but for you. Because they don't want you, like, if you show someone that you have faith in them, they don't want to let you down. That's just the way that it is. That's just the way that we work. That's the way our minds work. And all of that stuff got lost in the shuffle somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because all we could do is go on social media, and when we talk to the person that we with, the only thing we can shine the light on is what they do negatively. The only thing we can do is say, well, men do this, well, women do this, well, women do that, well, men do that. And we keep pointing the finger instead of going into each relationship and judging a person based on the content of their character and your own experiences with that person, rather than judging someone based on your experiences with the last person, or the last person, or the last person, or the last person. We got to be more positive in these relationships if we're going to make them work, y'all. I promise y'all that. If you're not going to speak that positive vibe into your partner, you're gonna get negative. If you're gonna fucking shine the light on everything, every mistake that a person does, and never shine the light on what they do right, if you don't shine the light on what they do right, there ain't no point in them doing it, because you're not acknowledging it, you just taking it. You're not accepting it, you just taking it. That's all I got, man. This video ended up running a whole lot longer. I thought I was about finished when I was at 3 minutes. But y'all have a good day, have a good, prosperous day, and I hope some of y'all take these words to heed that I say, because I'm watching on social media and I see all of this shit going on, and we fucking arguing with each other, and it's okay to disagree with each other, but yo, as black people, and I'm speaking to my black people right now, as black people, we got to stop disrespecting each other because we disagree. Show